Well, good morning, and happy Saturday. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's nice and warm. The cherry blossoms are blooming, blooming, blooming. I know you must love spring. I do too. We had a nice, wonderful, glorious week this week. Yes, the weather was perfect. And today it should be in the 80s. I am so excited. And you can get baby outside, getting into the dirt and the grime on the outside because it's so good for your baby's development. Yes, immunes him from diseases and sicknesses and viruses. Go outside and have fun as it warms up today. Well, we are back together for another episode of our sensory and fine motor exploration. We know it's so important, so important for baby to explore sensory media because that's how he grows, that's how she grows. And even us as adults, we need opportunities for sensory exploration. Yes, we do. And we seek them out in so many different ways. Now, as your child is growing, especially for children who have disabilities, you want to make sure that their sensory experiences are appropriate and are provided often. Yes, often enough to help them to normalize their system and to be able to eat various foods and to touch and explore various things, media in their environment. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started. Today we're going to start with our sensory exploration. Then we're going to go into our and strengthening, and then we'll do our fine motor activity. Yes, we are up to the letter E. Can you believe it? E is for elephant and easel. And let me say a word about the easel here. If your child is struggling with developing the appropriate grasp to hold on to the pencil or to the marker or whatever he or she is using, make sure they are painting. Put the paper on an easel and help them do that. Up and down risk is going to get to those small muscles of the hands and help to develop them. You know, research says that 50% of children have struggles with holding their pencil or their markers appropriately, so they end up doing like this or some weird, unusual grip. But you want to grasp on the pencil, but you want to make sure that they are using these three fingers. So it's very important that you don't push your child to write and do those big things too early. Let him or her develop those hand muscles. Anyways, let's get to our sensory. So today, for sensory, we're going to use this. This is a bowl of beans. And the last time we talked about our sensory exploration, we said that for children who are now learning about their sensory system or the children who are having difficulties, you want to start with big chunks of things, and you want to start with dry rather than wet. So you keep providing those sensory opportunities for your child to put their hands into all the way as deep as they can get. So these are just some black beans in my bowl. You can fill up a bowl of black beans. They're dry, they're not cooked, so they're dry. And I also hid some circles, or we can say spheres. They're not quite circles because they're not flat in here. So you want to get your child to dig deep down and find those things that are in the container. He or she is digging deep down. There you go. And find those. You want to give the child an opportunity to do this for about 10 minutes. And if you have a large enough container that you can have your child just submerge their entire body, let them do that. Let them climb into a bowl of foam, foam pieces, and let them have that foam get all over their bodies. It's going to be a tremendous opportunity for them to get that sensory tactile input to help them to feel better. All right, that's all done with our submerging and our sensory. Now let's go to this activity here. It's fine motor. And we are going to, some sensory can be in here too, because some children struggle to touch Play-Doh. Can you imagine that? Yes, our sensory system comes in so many different ways, and we have to work on them. So here is my Play-Doh container. I want to encourage you to have your child open it. Don't try to do it for them. Let them open it themselves. And we are going to take the Play-Doh out. This is Therapotty. We're going to take it out, but Play-Doh would work just as well. And we want to have those counts because we are strengthening the hands. We're going to squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you want to get deep down into the fingers, you can have your baby squeeze like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we can do a big squeeze with both hands to make that 10. Squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can put it on the table and have baby press down on it. Squeeze as hard as you can. And then when we're all done, put it away. Have baby form it out so she can get it in that container and push the cap down. You can do hand over hand and push down on baby's hand. Now, let's get to those individual fingers. And here is where we do our lotion. Here's the lotion. We're going to squeeze a little bit in baby's hand. And this is shea butter lotion, so this is perfect. And then we're going to have baby rub hands together. So we're warming up those fingers and waking them up for our fine motor activity. And then we're going to pull on each finger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After we pull, we're going to push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're pushing the joints in together so you can feel, the baby can feel where those joints are and get the hand ready for work. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're to our letter E. We said we are working on the letter E. E is for elephant. E is for easel. But we are getting ready to eat for Easter. So we're going to say E is for Easter as well. Easter eggs, that's what we're going to work with. And we are going to focus on the uppercase E today. So let's get started with making our uppercase E. If your child is older, like say elementary school, you can have him or her write the letter E. But we are looking at younger kids, 1 and 2 years old, and we want to make sure that we are not introducing writing too early. So here's your E. First, we need a big line, and take baby's finger and trace that line down. We need that big line. We're going to put it here. Let's see if I can get it in between here. That's our big line down. We can trace that line down and trace it a few times so that baby feels what it feels like. Then we're going to put our line across. This time we need a little line to go across, right across that big line. And so again, you're going to have baby trace across. There it is, going right across that big line. Then we need something in the middle. And you can tickle baby's belly button as you find that middle, right in the middle of the stomach. You can tickle him so he or she gets an understanding of what middle is. So we're going to put that line in the middle right there. There, you're teaching baby the parts of the letter E. So right now it looks like an F, right? But we're going to finish it up with that last line down at the bottom. There is our E. Yes, E. And then we can go ahead and trace our letter with the finger. Oops, that bottom line doesn't want to stay. Let's see if I can get him in the right place. There's our E. So we're going to trace down, jump back up to the top, across, across, across. So we go down, back to the top, then we jump to the middle, then we jump to the bottom, and there's your E. E is for elephant and easel and egg. So today we are going to make an egg. Here's an oval, and our scissor skills, like we were practicing. We are practicing those scissor skills. Of course, baby doesn't know how to cut yet, but if you have a child that's of that age, make sure your child is sitting with the elbows on the table. We're going to trace out an oval, fold your paper in half, and we're going to cut so that we have symmetrical sides to our egg. Okay, so we're going to go around. Keep those elbows on the table. Keep your elbows close to your body, and let's cut. Okay. There's our oval. It's a little pointy. There's our egg. We're going to just cut off that tip and round it off so it's a little rounded and it looks more like an egg. There you go. E is for egg. E is for Easter, and that's an Easter egg. Okay, so we did our E. Let's take the E off the board because we need that. Now we're going to put our egg up here. Now, if your baby is of age, or your child is of age and they can use a pencil, let's try to make some of those lines that we talked about in the letter E. We can make a line that goes across that. See that line? Can you see that? Let's use a marker so you can see it. We can do this line that goes across. Yep, one at the top. One, oops, my paper is moving. One in the middle and one at the bottom. So we have those three lines like we did with our E. Yes, and have baby practice those lines. He or she can practice the line in shaving cream, on the table, just rubbing your hands through something. Now, you also want baby to really understand how those lines go across your paper and how to follow a line. And using stickers is a wonderful way to do that. You can have baby peel. You're getting those fine motor muscles working. Peel and stick. Peel. And we can even include a pattern here. And stick. So baby starts to see pops. That one isn't working. Peel. Let's see. And stick. So we are going across the line. Let's go back to our peel and stick. You need a diamond or a rhombus here. Hopefully this one works. It looks like it's lost its back, but we'll try it anyways. And stick. And then we'll end up with our last one. Peel and stick. So you can continue working with baby until they get to all the lines and create a beautiful Easter egg. There are so many variations to this activity that you can do. It was such a pleasure working with you this morning, working on the letter E, strengthening our fingers, using the lotion and pushing and pulling and using our potty. Now, just have fun with your baby. Give them those sensory experiences, those fine motor experiences, and let's talk again next week.